Hi everyone, this is Bridget again. I'm here to give you some nutritional tips again. Thank you so much, those of you that viewed the video about weight loss after childbirth. A lot of you called me to consult about your weight. Some of you called to thank me, and I'm so grateful that you watched it. For those who haven't watched my video about losing weight after childbirth and reasons why you may not be losing weight, kindly go to YouTube and look for Vintage Herbals or follow the link below down there, and you go to YouTube and view the video about weight loss after childbirth. Today I'm still here with weight loss, but this time I'm here about weight loss for children. Many mothers reached out to me and were so sad about their little ones and their weight and their size. We have a lot of children today that are, for lack of a better word, fat or overweight or obese, and it has become a problem because we have 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds that have problems such as diabetes. We have children that are unfit, and with low immunity because of their excess weight. So many mothers requested that I should advise about how they should deal with weight when it comes to the children. Now here is the thing. With a child, you cannot restrict their diet. They are young, they still need to eat and enjoy all those things that you guys enjoyed, yeah? So you cannot restrict a child's diet, yeah? So rule number one, do not put your child on a fasting diet. Children should not be made to fast. A lot of you mothers are doing this to your little ones. You're telling them to go without meals. It is very wrong. Yeah, you have to make sure your child has all the basic meals of the day because they need the nutrition. So number one, do not put your little ones on a fasting diet. Do not even put them on a, what is it called? Calorie cutting diet. You restrict their calories. Do not eat cassava, don't eat rice. Children cannot eat greens and fruits like us adults. That would be torture to them. That would be unfair. So let them eat. Do not put them on fasting diets. Do not put them on calorie cutting diets. Let them eat the basic food. The normal foods we eat at home here in Uganda. Rice, spaghetti, Irish, posho, cassava. Let them eat. Let them eat. Do not restrict them and do not make them fast. That is number one. Number two, do not give them weight loss concoctions and weight loss supplements. This is Vintage Herbals. Hey, I'm the queen of weight loss concoctions. We have them here in plenty. All sorts of weight loss things. Please do not give them to the little ones because they're young. Number one, if they're weight loss supplements, a lot of them prevent absorption of many nutrients that a child needs. So if you put them on weight loss supplements, that means you're making them lose some nutrients that the child needs, that the body needs to grow, and that child will become malnourished. Number two, if you put them on weight loss herbals, smanya dressing, weight loss tea, all those things that we give you here at Vintage Herbals as an adult, their livers are still young. Do not overwhelm that little liver with weight loss herbs and concoctions. If your nutritionist is telling you to give your child strong herbals for weight loss, please do not do that. These things are harsh, they're hectic on the liver, they can dehydrate the body, and the child cannot control that, and they don't even deserve to go through that. If you as an adult get overwhelmed by how you feel when you're taking weight loss things, what about the child? Please do not come to me at Vintage Herbals for children to lose weight. No, I'll not give them to you. Yeah? Do not give them those things because you damage their bodies, you damage their liver, and do not put them on weight loss supplements because you will make them miss out on nutrition that the body needs to develop. They're still growing. Keep that in mind. So, what do we do? Because the bottom line is the child still needs to lose weight. This is what you do. you're going to cut down on processed foods. By processed foods, I mean chips, I mean sweets, I mean biscuits, gorillas, crisps, all those things. Soda, there are those things that we pack for them every day when they're going to school. Very unhealthy processed foods, full of sugars, full of wheat, full of cooking oil. We're talking chips. They love these things, sausages, those things you're going to have to cut down. I am not saying that you don't give them those things. Regulate them. Cut them down tremendously. As long as you know that the child is having good nutrition, they have their basic meals, breakfast, lunch, supper, and they have healthy snacks in between, maybe fruits or a smoothie, yeah? Then you don't have to bring in biscuits. You do not have to bring in chips, yeah? If they need to pack for school, you can pack yogurt instead of packing soda, yeah? You can pack fruits that are bananas, apples, alongside an egg, for example. Why wouldn't you give them an egg and then you give them gorillas? Yeah? Don't give them unhealthy things. Manufacturers of gorillas, no offense, but they're quite unhealthy for the children. So as you pack for the children, substitute processed juices and soda with natural juice if you can do it at home. If you think it will go bad, make your juice, put it in the freezer overnight. By morning, it's frozen, so the child can take it out of the fridge and take it to school. By break time, around 10 a.m., it is liquid again, so the child can drink it. You can give them yogurt. We have milk instead of processed juices and soda. You can substitute. Instead of giving them biscuits and all that junk that we give them to take to school, you can give them eggs, you can give them fruits, you can give them a lot of nice things that are healthier. So please cut down on processed foods and give them to them only if you have to. Yes. Secondly, you have to give them healthy proteins. If you put together your proteins and vegetables for a child, they will lose weight, they will not gain. Because proteins are bodybuilding foods, yes. They will give the child healthy growth and muscle, weight, not fat. There is muscle weight and then there is weight that comes from fats. The one that comes from fats is bad. We get muscle weight and growth and good bodybuilding from proteins, and the children need that. So they'll still need their proteins. But instead of giving a sausage, you can give fish. Yeah, that's also a protein. Yeah, instead of giving frankfurters, are they called frankfurters or frankfurters? Whatever it is, English is not my motherland. But anyway, you can find healthy proteins to give your children instead of unhealthy ones. Even milk, they still need milk. They can still have milk. But today we have, it's called low fat milk. There's low fat milk sold in the supermarkets. You can give them that instead of full cream milk. Yeah, that is a healthy protein. Things like binyewa, beans, bushera, all of those are healthy proteins. You don't need to go into processed meats and refined yogurts to get the protein you need. So give them healthy proteins and pair them with vegetables. Make sure that your child has a vegetable on their plate with every meal. You give them lunch, you put some avocado. You give them supper, you put some greens, and make it a rule. You can make it a rule that whatever it is, you don't leave your vegetables on the plate. So that it shouldn't be an option. These vegetables do well in terms of giving you roughage that takes out a lot of fat and that from the body, boosting immunity, and to accompany your proteins so that you build a nice flesh and muscle weight instead of accumulating fats. Yeah. Then a lot of you give your children a big plate or a dish. A child does not need to eat too much. Good nutrition or a good life is not indicated by how big your plate is or how deep your bowl is. No. We eat to live. So you eat enough. So if your child has a big plate, has a big dish where they eat their food, start by changing it. Give them a smaller plate. Give them a smaller plate. Of course, they will notice that it is small. Explain to them that first finish what is on your plate. If you need more, I will give you. When they need more, they will ask. But most of the time you find children do not know how to leave food on their plates. Once you give them that food, they will feel like they have to finish or they will annoy you. So when the plate is big, they will eat, and finish the food. Before you know it, their stomach has expanded and you have to fill it up with a lot of food. But when you reduce the plate, you give them the smaller plate, they will rarely ask for more. Yeah? They will rarely ask for more. Yeah, they will eat that plate of food which you gave them, the small one, and they will not ask for more. Maybe in the first beginning days, they may ask for more, but as time goes on, once what is on their small plate gets finished, then they will not ask for more. So please change the size of your child's eating container. If it is big, please change it. In the beginning, if they're not satisfied, give them some more, but you keep giving little. If they're not satisfied again, you give them some more little, like that. Eventually, their portions will reduce and they'll stop eating too much. Because the more you eat, the more the stomach expands. The more the stomach expands, the more it requires you to fill it in with food. And the more food you eat, the more weight. So please, change the size of your plate or the dish that your child uses to eat. Yeah. Then we have a lot of children that spend time watching TV. They sit from morning to evening watching TV and playing video games. That is wrong. Because they're not doing any exercises, they're not burning any calories. Regulate the TV, regulate the gadgets so that you can stimulate the child to go out there and play. When they are playing outside, they will run around, they will climb some trees, they will go up and down, and they do some exercises and burn some fats. And that will help them to lose weight as compared to a child who just sits down and watches TV all day. So TV and gadgets have become a problem also. Please regulate them. Create some time for the children to play outside, because as they play outside, they use more energy. They use more energy to play, to run around, and even the brain is stimulated. As you use your brain, it burns also, it uses energy. So they get to lose some weight there. And adequate sleep. Make sure your children have enough sleep. Yeah. A lot of you, forgive me, but you're careless about what time your children go to bed. Yeah. But these children are young. They need enough sleep. For both children and adults, a deficiency in sleep stimulates that stress hormone which triggers fat cell production. So if your child is not having enough sleep, even you as an adult, if you're not having enough sleep, you're stimulating fat production. Then you're becoming fatter. So make sure your children have enough sleep. At least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. So allow them to go to bed early and then wake up on good time so that they don't lose on sleep. In sleeping well, then it helps them not to accumulate more weight. And lastly, but not least, water. Plenty of water. If you have a child, you'll notice that even if you have many neighbors, each of them can give your child something to eat, but they will never, rarely do you find anyone giving a child water to drink. So if your child does not know how to ask for water to drink, you find they go the whole day without any hydration, and that is wrong. Water helps to take out toxins from the body. Water helps to hydrate the body. Water helps to wash out cholesterol from the body. Yeah? First of all, if the body is highly toxic, the organs will find need to accumulate, to trap fats around them to protect themselves from the toxicity. But if you drink water, then there is no toxin accumulation. Therefore, the body does not accumulate any fats as a defensive mechanism. So please make sure your little ones drink enough water throughout the day. Yeah? So that it helps them to lose fat, to remove toxins that would have caused water retention or fat accumulation, and it will help them lose weight. So I will break down what I've given you Number one, do not put your children on fasting diets or calorie cutting diets. Number two, do not put your children on weight loss supplements or give them fat burning herbs. Do not give them those things. Cut down on their consumption of processed foods and junk. Sugar is a problem. And wheat. Most of you give your children bread every morning with margarine and tea that has sugar. That is very dangerous. Please cut down on those. Reduce the bread, reduce the margarine. Instead of using Blue Band, okay, use honey sometimes. It's also nice. Toast the bread or do a sandwich with egg, Reduce. Yeah, so I was saying cut down on the processed foods and the junk. Give them healthy proteins and vegetables on their plate. Yeah, and then the system will be getting rid of cholesterol much more easily than accumulating. Use a smaller plate. If your child has been using a big dish or plate to eat, reduce the size of it. Encourage your children to play outside so that they do some exercises and lose weight. Make sure your children have enough sleep and have plenty of drinking water. I hope this helps those mothers who reached out to me struggling with weight for their children. I hope this really helps them. And if your child is an adolescent, this might not help so much. Yes, it does help to reduce, but it does not help the accumulation because some of that weight comes from hormones. I will come back next time to talk about that hormonal weight for both children and adults. There are people who are putting on weight coming from their hormones. It's not even about what they eat or not eat, but rather it is triggered by their weight, their hormones. So I hope this helps you mothers out there and your little ones, so that we create a healthier, a fit and healthier and happier generation. Thank you so much. For more weight loss tips, weight loss products, weight loss guidance, kindly visit us at Vintage Herbals, shop number 39 at Grand Imperial Hotel, or contact me on those numbers down there to talk about whatever you need to regarding weight loss on any herbal health and beauty products. As you can see, this is Vintage Herbals. We have so many products. They're all herbal products. Everything is 100% herbal. If you need things for your skin, for your hair, for fertility, for weight gain, weight loss, you need a soap, you need a cream, you need to detox, we have it all. So even if your concern is not really weight, kindly visit us at Vintage Herbal. So give us a call and we take you through how we can help you and how these products of ours can help you. Thank you so very much. Thank you.